How's it going, everybody? How are you guys doing? What I'm about to show you guys is... oh, man, it's probably going to blow some of your minds. It definitely blew my mind when I first saw it. So, let's go big screen here and look. BMX Streets Pipe. And notice that it says Pipeworks modding right there. The Pipeworks guys have modded the entire game to where they have their logo on the loading screens, the main screen. And they've also modded in the actual Pipeworks City into the game where it says Pipeworks City. It doesn't say training center anymore, what it was called, the training grounds or whatever. It's now Pipeworks City, and they have the third and final version of Pipeworks City released here on the PC version as a mod. And I'm going to show you guys around this amazing level. So I'm going to take you guys on a tour around this place. It's not going to be about the biggest and best tricks. It's literally just me showing you guys about Pipeworks City V3. So you've got this wooden bridge here. You've got a nice little ledge here in the middle, which is cool. Over here to the right, you've got some books, some book manual pads. Or you could, I don't know, do some grinds or something on it if you wanted to. I'll try and do something on it. I don't know what to do on these things. But you can, get creative with it if you would like. And ride those books over there, which is pretty cool. Back over here, you've got this thing, which this is pretty crazy. I'm not entirely sure how to ride this thing. I don't know how you're supposed to ride this thing, but it's there. You can try and figure it out. All of these objects out here are really kind of obscure and odd. You have these shapes right here, which, again, very odd features to ride. I don't know what happened there. All of these features in this little park area over here, they're all obscure, weird shaped features, which is cool because normally we're used to riding nice and perfect parks. But you've got a pump track sort of over here, but it's more like a ribbon, I guess you could say. Not really a traditional style of pump track, but that's cool. It's different. That's it up here as far as this park area, and the bridge is right in the middle of all of it. Off the back here, you've got a stair set with a handrail in the middle, so you can do some tricks there. Not too much going on back here, but it's just kind of an area. And then over here to the right, you have the Incline Club 2.0. So it's basically the Incline Club, but just a little bit different, a few different features, but for the most part, it's what the Incline Club was. And I'll give you guys a quick little tour around here. I mean, there's really not too much going on that you haven't seen. It's basically the same thing as what the Incline Club was. But it's cool that, this is part of the Pipeworks City, because the Incline Club was one of the most fun parks that they had in the game as far as the mod goes. One thing that I've really noticed about the Incline Club is the fact that these textures are really done well. They have done a really good job at texturing the Incline Club as well as everything else here in Pipeworks City V3. So that's one thing that I really noticed when I came into the Incline Club. Basically, the Incline Club is pretty much the same as what you've seen before, like I was saying just a minute ago. And this part up here, though, is just a little bit different. You have the roll into the foam pit, but the foam pit is actually you kind of get a little bit of a bounce in it. So that's pretty cool. I like that added feature in there. The next park that they've added is right over here by the pool house, and this one's really cool because it is a little bit different. It's got a few street elements over here, or park elements I should say. A nice little Euro gap up the steps, quarter pipe, but it also has a really nice bowl, which is very different because it doesn't have coping. It has roll-in edges to the transition, so that's pretty cool. You've got a quarter pipe right here, but for the most part, it doesn't have actual coping on the edge. It's just nice and mellow. That's just fun. You can do it's more forgiving, and you can do some pretty cool tricks in it. This part down here, I've actually never ridden. Whoa, I didn't see that part over there either. So I'm finding some new stuff out here to ride as well. Not too much down here. It's kind of like a little pit, but you've got some different things to ride. Some banks, some roll-ins, some quarter pipes, and some crazy, like, it got some crazy features here. Like sticks out or something weird. I cased that, but somehow still managed to land it. This part down here is cool. This is like a street plaza. More so than a skate park, but it's got a bunch of rails, some different ledges, bank ramps. So it's pretty cool little area down here. And the cool thing about this new update is the fact that you've got all these new parks to ride on, and they're all pretty creative. I don't know what happened there. That was pretty weird. Back to what I was saying, all of these are pretty creative. They all have their own little characters to them. A little extension of the park over here. Ooh, pretty cool. I like this little plaza. This is nice. This is different. Then you've also got this little part inside here. There's things to ride everywhere. Anyway, back inside here, you've also got a few different features. Not much going on in here, just some ledges and like this this thing. I'm not really sure what this is, but you kind of drop down into this hole here and you pop back out again. So not too much going on inside there, but you've got a few different things. And the cool thing about this building here is you can actually ride up on top of it, and there's a bunch of little things to ride on your way up as well. You've got the bridge here, which you could grind on those rails there. You've also got like a gap from building to building. This curved rail, this curved handrail that I just went up beside, and you've got a bank over there to the left, some different ledges, different stair sets, different rails. There's a lot going on up here, which is cool because you can actually jump back down. You can jump back down into this pool if you can actually find an area to land in, just like that. So you can get pretty creative with it, and there's also these really cool, I guess, power lines that you can grind on. You can just go full Tony Hawk on this thing. Oh! So you can do that, which is a really cool feature that they've put in here into this cool little map. I call this a little map, but really it's not little at all. This new Pipeworks City V3 is pretty big, and then over here, further to the end, the very end of the map, you've got what they call the unicorn, and this is interesting. You've got different box jumps, different banks. You've also got a spine right here that can be pretty tricky to ride. Some quarter pipes. What else? I think this is actually the back side of a box jump. Yeah, it is. See if I can get anything over this box jump. Got a little something. It's pretty tricky to get the speed though with that little run up. It's almost like it's resi because it's this black color, and it's also lifted up a little bit higher from the actual wooden ramps. So I feel like it's resi, and then you would have 2 quarter pipes. If it was resi, you would have 2 quarter pipes to kind of lead into it to practice tricks. So that's pretty cool that that's in there. Straight ahead is the campus. That is the same as it's always been. I'll show you guys everything that is the same. Campus is still over there to the left. All of that's still the same. Nothing has been added to that. Then you have the area outside the blue warehouse just to the left. You can't see it anymore, but that is the same. The blue warehouse is the same as far as like the ramps and stuff. Everything that you guys have seen that that was in Pipeworks City V2 is still here. It's just they've added some new stuff. So now we'll go up here on top of the bridge and down to the other side of the bridge. That's where another new skate park is. When you go up and over the bridge, you've got Retroland back here. And if you guys remember way back to one of the very first mod videos I made, when I rode a warehouse that had, instead of this dark blue color, it had a lighter teal blue color. This is that same warehouse. This is the park that was in one of the very first mods that came out for this game on the PC. So it's pretty cool to revisit this one and be able to ride this one again, because it was one of the first, you know, like parks that we had a chance to ride here in this game as far as mods go. So it's pretty cool to see this one return. But along with the indoor part, there's this added outdoor plaza, which is new. And this is pretty cool. There's a lot out here, a lot of street-inspired elements. So it's pretty cool to be able to ride something new and something different, and that's what we've got out here. There are a ton of different things to ride. I'm not going to be able to ride everything, but you guys can see there's quarter pipes, there's different boxes, different ledges, hubba ledges, different handrails. What else out here? There's just a ton. You've got these, it's like little straight pump tracks right here, which is pretty cool. You also got the circled quarter pipes, I guess you could call it, around the trees. That's pretty awesome. There's just a lot to ride out here on this outdoor part of Retroland. And I think it's called Retroland. I could be wrong, but it might be called Retroland because the indoor park is actually part of one of the first mods, so it's kind of retro at this point. And if I had to go out on a limb and try and guess who made this park, it feels like a very Jeff Allen type of park. One of the guys that created, I think, the first mod. I think Jeff was the guy that actually created the first mod for this game on PC, so this park definitely feels like something that he would create. It kind of has his style to it. So that is Retroland. You've got the indoor old school park that was in one of the first mods, and then the new outdoor street plaza section. The last thing that I found that they have added is right here, and this is probably the coolest thing that they put in. The PWC, the Pipeworks City roof trail. You go right here, and you'll get a teleport thing. Well, you should get a teleport thing. Maybe not. Yeah, right here. There it is. So you go to the top, and you're up on top of this building, and now you have the roof trail, which this thing is really tough to ride. There we go. I'm not gonna do any like crazy tricks either. I'm just gonna try and get through this thing without dying. So I'm just gonna pretty much be straight airing everything. A lot of no-handers, a lot of tail whips, a lot of bar spins. Oh, land in the quarter. You gotta get the speed for that one. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. But the thing is, like, your camera's turning. Oh my god! I got such a boost there. The thing is, the camera is a little bit slower to turn around, so you're actually your rider's riding towards your view. It's kind of disorienting. Alright, third time's the charm, right? I don't think I'm going fast enough. No, I am. So you land in there, and then you kind of wall ride. Whoa! I made it! This right here is a pretty little gap. Yeah, nothing too crazy. And then you just hop back up inside. What do we have right here? Ooh, that's right, this part. So you just kind of try and snake your way through it without going down, but it's kind of scary. Things get hairy at moments. There's a pretty big gap. Backflip it. This part coming up right here is really cool. Got a loop. And I didn't make it. I didn't actually make it all the way around on all the wheels, or staying on the wheels, but I did make it. Let's see if I can keep my tires on the wood all the way around this time. Nope. Oh well, it's still pretty cool that you can end up going around that thing. Like that. This spot right here, it's actually pretty tough to get your speed to air it out. So I just kind of ride over it. But you can do so many different like lines and tricks and stuff through there. But that's it. The trail from the top down to the bottom. It's really cool, really unique. One of my favorite things that I've ever done in this game, even though that it takes a few tries to get all the way through it. And I know I didn't get all the way through it in one go there. But it's just fun to try and get the parts down, but eventually you'll get all of it down. And it does take some time, but eventually, you know, when you can do a top to bottom run, which I haven't done yet, I'm assuming that it's going to be really, really nice and a good feeling once you do it. So I'm excited to be able to do that all the way from the top to the bottom. But just trying out the different sections, and when you just try a different section over and over and you finally get it, it's a really nice feeling. But that's it for all of the new stuff out here at Pipeworks City. This is the third and final version of Pipeworks City. Thank you guys for checking this video out. Hopefully you enjoyed this tour of the city. If you did, let me know by hitting the like button. Subscribe for more content. There are still a few more new maps that I have not played yet that I'm going to be playing really soon. And expect some more Pipeworks City videos to come out with these new additions that have been added in. I'm definitely going to do a full top to bottom run on that trail. That is something that I am going to get done and put up on the channel. But thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys all again soon.